A fun one today here at Spectrum Center for a Sunday matinee matchup. The Hornets defeated the Detroit Pistons 114-98 and led by as many as 32 points, which is the largest lead by the Hornets this season. Carson Newman's Charles Clark, like you guys mentioned, if he gets 7 points tonight, will become the Sacks all-time leading scorer. And I talked with Coach Benton, and he said that he's not only an outstanding player, he's an even better person. Has led this team to a Sack tournament title, NCAA appearances, and 4 straight winning seasons. And when he graduates this May, guys, he will leave behind a legacy not only at Carson Newman, but in the South Atlantic Conference as well. Coach, as expected, a back-and-forth game between these two to start the half, but what have you seen from your team and how they've responded to the energy and intensity?
Well, we've done some good things to kind of get back into it.
Marvin, a big win for you guys tonight, credited to a strong start. What was different tonight?
I think you're exactly right. It was a start.
Offense got the job done, but what impressed you about the way defense played tonight?
I just think we played with a lot of energy and a lot of effort.
Sitting down with us now is the one and only Kemba Walker. And Kemba, rightfully so, we have a lot to talk to you about. But you've been our most popular guest on the show, our last guest of this season. And thank you for joining us. It's like 5 or 6 times now, right? Lots of talking we've done with you.
Maybe 10.
Oh, okay. Well, glad you sat down with us once again today. But let's go back to that game Monday night. What was it that came alive in you in that overtime that just propelled you to help this team get the win?
Just my competitive nature.
I know you're a team player and a guy that always likes to win, but looking at the bigger picture of things and this season, all that you've been able to accomplish, how would you best describe this season for you individually?
Oh man, it's been pretty unbelievable.
As you know, the running back core, I'm sure you tuned in and watched this guy a little bit, as did Le'Veon Bell, giving Christian McCaffrey some props, saying with the slope route and scored, calling him a monster. I mean, Le'Veon Bell, who better else to hear from?
Well, I tell you, from the running back fraternity, you know, the best compliment you can get is from one of your peers.
Definitely. 56 yards, his longest play of the season, rushing or receiving. And he wasn't the only one with a big day. Coach, 3 big plays allowed your team to get points on the board, 3 defensive takeaways. How do you like your team's composure so far?
Pretty good. You know, just offensively, we got to take advantage of that.
And you had 18 points in the first half. You finished with 27. How were you able to get so many open looks?
I don't want to give away my secret, but to all you out there, you got to visualize. All we did all night, all morning, I just visualized my shot going in, and it paid off.
It definitely did pay off. You transferred to Carson Newman, a successful season in your junior year with these Eagles. How would you describe this season?
It's unreal. This team is unreal. The love that we have, the trust that we have, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Well, I know Coach Mincy is happy for you. Congratulations on the win. And Coach, I want to ask you, 21 years since you guys have had this regular season title and now tournament champions. What does that mean to you and this program?
I mean, it's awesome for these kids. You know, it's not so much about me, it's more about them.
Last week was not the outcome the Panthers wanted against the Falcons, but now they're talking playoffs. Sunday starts a clean slate for Carolina when they take on the New Orleans Saints in the wild card round of the playoffs.
And then getting 2018 off to a great start. This team is really rolling right now, but you got to kind of credit that to them finding their chemistry with the new pieces that were added this season, as well as getting healthy at the right time of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I think getting healthy, finding that rhythm and that chemistry that you talked about.
The Hornets bounced back tonight from Wednesday night's loss and took home the win over the Utah Jazz here at Spectrum Center in a total team effort on the first night of a back-to-back. 6 Hornets players scored in double figures tonight, led by Kemba Walker, who finished the night with 22 points. This is Walker's 22nd game scoring at least 20 points this season. He now has 209 career games, good for the franchise lead. It is time for the North Carolina Education Lottery Keno Draw, and tonight we've got Jaime participating, and Jaime, take a look at the right video board. Those are your 10 numbers. So the deal is that on the big video board, we're gonna see how many matching numbers you can get in the Keno draw, okay? So give me a countdown and we'll start the Keno.
3, 2, 1, countdown!
All right, take a look and see how many matches you are getting over there.
Yeah, and it was awesome to see your teammates kind of come together and congratulate you on that performance. But then Saturday night in Dallas, 18 points, 23 rebounds, and you set the franchise record to become the all-time leading rebounder in a single season for the Charlotte Hornets. And coming into this year, your first season here, it just seems like you've been able to break record after record.
I'm just thankful that I'm blessed.
From Hollywood to the Rocky Mountains, Taylor Cunningham here to give you an inside look on what the Panthers players are up to this offseason.
We all love the cheesy commercials Luke Kuechly is featured in, but the Khalil brothers, aka the Bojangles brothers, are coming for you, Luke.
Coach, obviously not the start you would have liked to have in the first half. What was the biggest challenge for you guys?
Offensively, we're just turning the ball over.
Guys, Coach Evans was telling me coming into this rematch from last year's semifinals with Carson Newman, it was a totally different approach. She said last year we were very post-oriented. This year we rely heavily on our guard play. But she said the battle is really going to be won on the boards today and who makes their free throws when they get to the line, guys. What a dominating performance for you guys. I talked with you at halftime. I said you guys are getting into a little bit more rhythm. You jokingly said, I'm glad you think so. But in the second half, your team really took control of the game. What was the defining moment? Jonathan Stewart displays his talents on the football field, but what you may not know is he is also talented with a paintbrush. I got Jalen Samuels here, and Jalen, it's your senior season. You got to go out here for the last time. What is all of this meaning to you right now?
I mean, it went by fast.
Welcome back to Timmons Arena. I'm Taylor Cunningham, and last year, guys, the number 3 seed Wingate pulled out the win over the number 1 seed LMU by a 20-point margin, and today they look to defend their SAC championship title and even practice cutting down the net Friday after practice. And Coach Hancock telling me that her team's really playing with a sense of urgency. Her message to them all tournament long has been to relish the moment and not take this opportunity for granted. But guys, they'll have to get it done today without a senior leader. Taz Moody in the lineup went down with an injury yesterday, but off to a hot start here early in this game. This season, a record number of Make-A-Wish kids fulfilled their ultimate dream of attending a Seahawks game and meeting their favorite NFL players.
The Hornets back at Spectrum Center tonight before they hit the road for a long road trip. They're taking on the Bucks, a team that is very good with their leader, Giannis Antetokounmpo. What's it going to take for this Hornets team to slow him down tonight?
You know, I think, Taylor, it's going to be a total team effort.
A strong start for the Hornets on this 4-game homestand. A win Monday night over the Magic, 104-94. Take a look at the highlights.
3 might be the magic number for him because he can also shoot the 3 ball really well, but he was lightly recruited in high school and only had 1 college offer, which was from Queens, where he ended up, and he said he's put on about 25 to 30 pounds of muscle, and in his senior season has really been catching attention of NBA scouts, and I know he would like to go on and continue his career and extend it into the league, guys.
Well, that's it for the HornetsFanshop.com pregame show. Thank you all for tuning in. The Hornets taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight on the big stage. ESPN tip-off is 8 p.m. For Matt Rochinsky, I'm Taylor Cunningham.